It's impossible to focus on any of the scenery. All I can do is keep my eye on him to make sure he's still conscious. Hey, we're almost there, okay? It's all gonna be okay. Perhaps that was foolish. Save your energy, Hiro. At the gates, fellows. Curiosity briefly overrides my concern, and I glance at our new surroundings. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah. Good God. That's a worker town. Rows of simple homes are arranged in grids on either side of us, absent of any individuality or expression. The intrigued heads of the townsfolk poke out of windows and alleyways. They're mostly well-dressed, albeit bruised and bandaged. What surprises me the most is the abundance of children playing in the streets. This can't be a good place to raise a family. Father told me about these company towns, but I never imagined them to be so bleak. I guess everyone here works for Zeppelin in some fashion. Keep this in mind when you see headlines like Amazon or any of those companies wanting to open up company towns. Remember this! The sky above swirls with black smoke billowing out of a blacksmith's forge. I start to water and I blink the tears away, unwilling to drop Hiro again for any reason. Little one, tell us where Mrs. Petra resides. We're currently in town square. He's quiet. I shake him until he responds, half asleep. She 2 block to the left. The onlookers come closer, gawking at us, hoisting his limp body through the streets. I can understand them all of them. Oh no, what happened to the poor boy?
They keep coming back from that airship worse and worse. That blasted American has no regard for our well-being.
Hiro, he fixed my bicycle.
Poor lad. They treat us bad enough, let alone the foreigners. May God strike it all down.
These townsfolk are all so warm to him. At least compared to everyone at the warehouse. I wonder how long he's been here. A deep growl breaks through the town chatter and grabs my attention. Another mongrel dragged to my doorstep. Wonderful. We're here. I look up. A mature lioness is glaring out of the window a floor above us. You must be the good doctor this boy mentioned. Hello, She rolls her eyes and slams the shutter closed. Are you sure this is the right person, Hiro? We strain our ears, the muffled sound of someone descending a staircase. More angry mumbling. Oh, okay. I was like, why have I seen this person before? And then I was like, I think I saw like a character preview on Twitter or something. All right, what is it this time? Broken bone, tetanus. Well, actually, a bottle of the art. Come on, I don't have all day. Well, let's out a raspy cough, grabbing her attention. I had a bad feeling this might happen. Come in. So, you're his doctor, then? Another eye roll. Not on paper, rodent! I am Dr. Petronella DeLonge. Petra, if you must shorten it. Marsupial. It's nice to meet you, miss. You will call me doctor! Gulp. This woman's as cold as ice. Regardless, could you strapping young men make yourselves useful and carry him to my examination room? She turns and walks back inside before either of us could answer. This is a mild reaction for her. Atri, what do you make of this, doctor? He grunts inquisitively as he lifts Hiro up by the feet again. Certainly no profession for frail women, but frail she is not. Ooh! Very nice house for this kind of environment. How do you get on those stairs? They seem to be blocked. It's the kind of thing you would do in a museum. You would block off the entrance to upstairs with a fake gate like that. So, interesting. We carry Hiro inside and groan. Nothing but a set of stairs greeting us. Alright, remember to breathe. Here we go! What kind of clinic makes sick patients walk upstairs? I can feel my back start to ache already. I really don't want to become this woman's patient as well. Damn. Well, when you're the only doctor in a fucking entire town, I guess you get paid very well. Or at least preferential treatment. We reach the top and carefully maneuver Hiro over to an examination table surrounded by wooden trays. The room itself is besieged by all manner of plants and flowers. A particularly long spider plant curls down onto a desk which itself is covered in scattered documents. She sits at another desk, sipping coffee. This lad needs your attention, Doctor. She glances our way and finishes her coffee, sighing in satisfaction. She seems to contemplate something before shaking her head and grabbing a pair of surgical gloves out of a bag. All right, good work. Now let's take a look at the damage he's done. Why are you so certain it was his fault? Oh, hey, whole new room. Nice. She rolls her chair in our direction, almost running over my tail. Do you think this is the first time, pseudo-rodent? I really don't like her. I'm sorry. It was an emergency. She nods, pouting at him in a mocking way. And now this elective surgery has turned into an emergency as well. This will sting. Oh! Whoo! Yay! She dips a cotton ball into a jar and without hesitation presses it directly onto his wounds. Ha! Yeah, screaming and ouch. Jesus. Starts squirming and Petra motions for Atri to hold him down. Hey! Better to get the hard part over with. I need to eliminate any chance of infection before repairing these stitches. She glances at our ruddy clothes and dirty fur. What did you do, drag him here? With an open wound, no less. It's a long story. I see. I doubt it would change the urgency of the situation anyway. Hiro settles down and she grabs a pair of scissors off a nearby table. I'm going to start removing the bandages. Do you want these two here during the procedure? He looks around, beads of sweat rolling down his face. No, I want to be alone. It's alright, we'll be downstairs, okay? Come on, Atri. Good luck, little one. I wave goodbye and solemnly head down to the foyer. Atri follows behind, quieter than usual. He'll be okay, right? I can only pray. For now, I must return home. I take it you'll be staying in this town for a while, yes? Not like I have anywhere else to go for the moment, so I nod. If I see you around, is it okay to talk some more? Of course! You're quite an inquisitive fellow, Gray. Well, I'll be seeing you. God be with you. And also with you. Damn it, there I go again. He departs, leaving me alone with my thoughts. If it wasn't as clear as fucking a clean glass window by now, it was top surgery. It was referred to as an elective surgery. We've had everything but a full-out confirmation at this point. Really cool to see a transgender inclusion, especially at a non-modern time. Because, lo and behold, transgender people didn't start existing all of a sudden. They've been around since pretty much the dawn of people existing. You know? Every culture, every continent, that people have been on. Transgender people have been on there as well. Treated a lot fucking better than some of the modern treatment we've gotten. Anyway, continue with the thing. Get off the soapbox, will you? All right. None of this makes any sense. Not much I've come to terms with. Everything about this place has felt off since I arrived here. Even basic things like architecture or cars look just different enough to give me pause. If I'm really to believe that Todd fellow, he magically granted me the power to understand other languages. He did say I'd needed to make any progress here. That must mean I'm not in Kansas anymore. I'm in America anymore. I had to make the fucking reference. If I used to be from Kansas and Virgil. He sent me to the Golden Place. So it's not impossible that he could have placed me anywhere he wanted. The voice asked me to pick one. And I followed Hiro because I linger on that thought as his muffled screams echo from upstairs. He just makes me want to protect him. I know that's stupid. He's both stronger and smarter than I am. He's managed to keep his position as an engineer in a foreign land, even though the company couldn't care less about him. Even knowing that, the idea that I could be someone he relies on is comforting and a little intoxicating. Like that moment from earlier. God, I hope he forgives me. It's like something reached inside me to flip a switch, sending me into heat well out of season. Only if he lets you. Great. Only if he lets you. If. Lord, I have never felt this way about someone so quickly. He didn't even remember the Golden Place, but still feels positively about me. Even without those memories, he's the only thing keeping me grounded. So I need to be strong for him, no matter what. The clock on the wall shows an hour's passed. The signs of pain have diminished, and I cautiously venture upstairs to peek my head in. Hiro's asleep. Fresh bandages on his torso. He seems all right, so I breathe a sigh of relief. A little too loudly. God! Just gonna, oh boy. Well, aren't you a nosy one? She stands behind me, frowning, a bloodied smock laid over her dress. Was it a success? Of course. 'Twas only a repair job in the end. Can't help but detect a difference in her accent, even if everyone is speaking English to my ears. I've basically decided I'm not going to do a German accent for everyone. One, because I can't do a convincing German accent. And two, if everyone was doing a difference in German accents, I would have to profess to be proficient or fluent in the difference in dialectic German accents. And I'm not. I'm just not. So I'm just doing voices as I normally would. So I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not going to be as immersive as it should be if you had a more experienced or technically proficient voice actor. Unfortunately, you just have me or your other options for other voice actors who are playing this game. So if you want more of an experience that would be more immersive, perhaps seek them out. I'm sorry. Are you not... She blinks a few times before replying in a monotone voice. German? No. I hail from Holland. No idea what a Hollish... Hollish? It's not Hollish. Did I just say Hollish? A Holland accent is. I have no idea. I see. I'm sure you have your questions. But if you are to stay in this town, let me give you some good advice. She leans in, her glowing feline eyes staring into my soul. Everyone who lives here has their secrets. A past. Something to work for.
I wouldn't go about prying into the personal lives if you want to keep your hide. That goes for Yasuhiro as well. Understood?
I nod, too intimidated to argue.
Grand. The evening is upon us, so be a dear and head to the kitchen. You'll be helping Mrs. Klein in preparing our supper.
What? Me?
I need to sanitize my instruments and keep an eye on Hiro's condition until he wakes.
But I can't cook.
You're still young, you'll learn. Be off with you then.
And with that, she pushes past me and slams the door to her office in my face.
What a bitch!
She's right, though. Nah, she's right, though. All right, then. Time to embarrass myself in front of the help. And the help! Oh, boy, your privilege is showing, Gray. The help. You just assume Mrs. Klein is the help? Man, you fucking pompous brat. This is a nice kitchen. Look at all those pots. Oh, man, this is a great kitchen. Especially for the time. Oh, my, I would be envious of this kitchen now. That could have gone worse. I guess German standards are higher than a teen's for how small something needs to be for it to be diced. Mrs. Klein was understanding and picked a simple potato and leek soup for us to make. Miraculously, I avoided losing my fingers. Soon, the scrumptious scent starts to fill up the house and awakens my appetite.
Don't make me get to spoon again, Mr. Gray.
Oh, you're trying to sneak some stuff. Shove my hands in my pockets and lurk impatiently in the hallway, my tummy rumbling something fierce. Got rumblies in your tumblies. Everyone's so mean around here. Oh, Artie was nice. Dumb, but nice. To think of it, why is he living here if he doesn't work for the company? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Caught you being inquisitive again. Or Petra, for that matter.
What did I say about asking questions, mongrel?
Son of a bitch. Up around to see her staring down at me from the upstairs landing. She sure loves to stare down at people. Man, when you got a scowl and a build like that, you are perfect for just being like, huh, that's a power stance, man. She's got the skills to pay the bills and she knows it. I like her. Yes, it comes with being tall. Oh, it's you. Dinner will be ready soon.
Splendid. I thought you'd like to know that Hiro's awake and doing all right, all things considered.
That's great.
Now, this type of surgery typically takes around 4 to 6 weeks to heal, so he's not headed back to that blasted ship anytime soon.
How long has it been since the initial procedure? She growls at me. What? That's basic information!
Fine. It had only been 3.5 weeks.
I see. So, how long do you think you'll need to fully recover? Sighs, taking a drag from a cigarette before replying in a low voice.
Well, the procedure... To avoid the patient
Wow, okay. Fuck it. I don't know that word. Let's just fucking look it up. Word of the day, word of the day. If my phone will cooperate. Exsanguinate. Definition: drain of blood. To avoid the patient draining of blood,
I created an alternate blood supply using the arteries in his arms.
Huh?
In layman's terms, I connected veins from his bicep to his chest, so he wouldn't go into shock. So you've noticed his diminutive size.
Yes.
But even with that precaution, he still lost quite a lot of blood. It would have taken his body just as long to replenish those blood cells as it would for his wound to heal completely.
So, what you're saying is... He's going to be anemic until it fully heals.
Precisely. Thus, even the small amount he'd lost today was enough for him to almost lose consciousness.
That's not good. I feel even more guilty for almost abandoning him now. I'm so transfixed by our conversation that I didn't even realize she had gotten closer with each word.
Gray, was it?
Yes?
Hiro is special. He's very proud. I'm sure you noticed that as well.
I nod.
I need you to keep him in check. This is already highly experimental surgery, and I have no idea how it will heal. Even more so now that it's been reopened.
You don't have to tell me twice, Doc. I'm here for him. Genuine look of concern flashes through her gem-like eyes before refocusing in their usual pointed shape. No period, but look at that expression. Aw.
Are you prepared to stay with them as he is? For as long as he'll live?
Whoa, what are you, a priest? She shushes me, nervously checking the stairs as if someone was listening in on us.
Right. Forgive me. For the time being, keep my words in mind. He's highly likely to try to sneak out come morning.
Got it, I'll keep an eye on him. Here's someone in the kitchen ring the dinner bell, and my empty stomach twitches in pain. I'll bring him some food. Do you mind if we... She smirks, walking past me and toward the front door.
If it's privacy you want, your wish is granted. Just keep my mention of his procedure to you a secret. Confidentiality is a must in my line of work.
Right. With a nod, she steps out. At least she seems to care about Hiro, despite her coldness. I grab our food, almost burning myself in my haste. Mrs. Klein scolds me as I jog up the stairs, but I can hardly hear her over my own excitement. Finally, it's Hiro time! Hiro time! Ooh. Hey, how are you? I burst into the examination room only to find the table unoccupied. I'm upstairs. Second door to the right. Right. Big ears. Coming! Alright, so up the second flight of stairs. Mrs. Klein poking her head out of the scullery to scold me yet again. Why do I feel like a kid right now? Guess it's been a while since I've been in a proper house. It's practically made as it was. Tuck a burning hot bowl under my arm as I quickly turn the knob, almost dropping it in the process. I catch it just in time, though if that glob lands on my shoe. Hiro giggles at me, sitting up in his cot. Did you plan that routine just to cheer me up? No. Why, did it work? Maybe. I'm just happy to see you again. I smile. His traditional pajamas look comfy, contrasted by the lengthy wound fresh pajamas, sorry. He notices my stares and shakes his head, smiling warmly. It doesn't hurt anymore. Just no tight hugs, alright? I'll do my best. It's not an easy task, but Petra would kill me if I undid all her hard work for a third time. Come and sit. Let's eat. Plop down next to him and we dig in. I was a little heavy-handed with the salt, but otherwise it came out great. Wow, my first successful dish and I'm thousands of miles away from anyone I'd care to impress. Just my luck. Hiro's enthusiastic slurping says otherwise. I have to pull the bowl from his lips so it doesn't burn his throat. Take it you're a fan. It's so salty and tastes like onion. What's not to like? Fair point. Reminds me of something my mother would make, only creamier. Yeah, there's heavy cream and butter in it. The cook had to pry it out of my hands. I'd never tasted butter so fresh. What? I'm still not used to how much dairy Westerners consume on a daily basis. We didn't even have cows in my village. Really? Man, I can't imagine living without dairy. Milk, cheese, yogurt.
It all tastes rancid to me.
I'll make it my mission to find a dairy product you like.
Well, this soup is a strong start.
He finishes his food, licking the bowl clean.
Nice pint of beer would have complemented this perfectly. Alas, Petra said it's still too soon for alcohol.
You actually like beer? Can't get over how bitter the flavor is.
It's not that different from green tea.
We don't add sugar to our tea like the British. I think it's about time I saw how many bags of sugar Gene adds to his kitchen sweet tea and gulp. That would take some getting used to for me as well.
What I really miss is eating fresh fish. But I haven't had the time to try the lakes around here.
Fishing, really? That'd be fun. I think back to the other three's comments on how they found him in the golden place, trying to fish with a spear.
Yes, though I doubt there'll be any adult salmon in a lake, so my heart will only be half in it.
Never had salmon. Well, I tried gravlix once, but it was pretty gross.
Whatever those Vikings do to perfectly fresh fish is a tragedy. But this time of year, there should be plenty of carp migrating downstream, so if we take a hike to a nearby river, we should be able to catch a few.
I'll ask around tomorrow and see if there's any equipment we could borrow. Got myself getting hyped up like a kid at a sleepover. Maybe it's the vast openness of the German countryside, but I feel like the world is my oyster.
Yes, and we should procure some camping equipment as well. It would be a shame to travel so far and have to leave just as quickly.
Bet Atri would know where we can find that. The excitement is contagious, and I spy his bushy tail wagging behind him.
Yes, yes! We'll need to get a tent, some mink oil to waterproof our shoes, some knives, a fish descaler.
Seem to know a lot about this stuff. Are you a hobbyist? He scoffs at me, pretending to fan himself.
If that's what you call 8 straight years of living off the land in the countryside of rural Nagasaki, then yes.
8 years?
Oh, it was a blast. There wasn't a thing in those waters I didn't try to eat.
Wow. How did you...
In fact, there was this one time I ate a 20-foot long river eel in one sitting and nearly died of...
that poisoning. That's...
I bet you didn't know, but the liver of an eel has enough toxins to kill a grown man twice my size if consumed raw.
You're getting really excited about this. Wait, back up. Raw? You can't.
Yes, you can. Sashimi made from fresh caught fish is some of the greatest pleasure a gourmand such as myself will ever experience. As a matter of fact,
his ears perk up before lowering, and he quickly looks away.
Sorry, I'm probably being annoying, right? When I get excited about something, it's hard to stop sometimes.
Hey, it's okay.
We don't have to talk about it anymore if you don't want to.
Grab his shoulders, careful not to jostle his arms. Hiro, after the day I've had and the people I've lost, there's nothing I'd like to do more than hear you talk about fish. His eyes glisten for a moment and he nods.
Thanks. I guess I haven't had someone I can talk to so easily in a long time.
I want to ask how he met Petra, but her warning from earlier stops me. Talking isn't easy, even if we can understand each other. I feel his body relax as he leans into me.
You can say that again.
Talking isn't easy, even if he rolls his eyes and starts assaulting me with his tiny fists. Okay, I'm not funny, get it. Raises a fist again, but stops, choosing to rub my snout instead.
Thank you for being so nice to me.
Most people only worry about themselves in a situation like yours. Part of it is a little selfish, admittedly. Oh? I wanted to see you again. Oh. I know you don't remember everything, but I had to make a choice. And you chose me? Over the other men? I did. Gender euphoria, commence! Come here. I lay down beside him and he quickly nestles against me, pulling his huge tail between his legs into a hug. The fur on the back of his neck tenses as I lay an arm around his side, careful to avoid his chest. Let me know if you're uncomfortable. Not so far. We stay in that position for who knows how long. Only the faint sounds of the downstairs clock ticking away hints at any passage of time. Press my face into the crook of his neck and breathe out slowly. His thick fur plush and inviting. Nobody's ever... I'm here for you. I'm whatever you need me to be right now. All right. And tonight, you'll be my future camping buddy. Who also happens to smell really good. Really? I've never been told that a day in my life. Is you really feeling okay? Yes, you just smell manly? I don't know. Makes me jealous. You smell good too, just different. It's a Hiro smell. Nobody else has it. Yeah. It's just for you and me then. Just for... Unless I'll start to drift off. Cuddling with Hiro is better than any pillow or stuffed animal. Oh god, no, not... Okay, we're gonna have to address that shit. That nice smell again. Notice I was stiffening up, but I'm not going to explore that avenue right now. All I know is... this feels nice. A noisy clicking in the hall cuts through my trance, and I hear that familiar gravelly voice. What is going on in here? I reply in a half yawn, refusing to budge or open my eyes at the risk of losing this feeling. Sleepy time. Yes, very sleep. I can see that. May I remind you that you're currently putting pressure on my patient's torso right after a surgical procedure. No, I'm not. Hear the floor under her creak. So you're not. Even so, you may shift in your sleep, so I advise the both of you to Petra. He listens. Oh, look at her! Look at her! She's a softie after all. Gray is part of healing process. You stay okay? A resigned sigh. So be it. Don't come crying to me when those stitches pop in your sleep. You're on. Got it. Think I hear her chuckle before she leaves, gently closing the door behind her. Petra can be a nice lady. Just lonely. I was lonely too. Oh, is Petra trans too? And maybe that's why she got so emotional about someone staying with Hiro? Maybe that's... Aww. That's just purely headcanon at this point. We don't know diddly shit about Petra, but... Oh, man. pull him in for a very gentle squeeze before committing to passing out. This futon with no support, this floor hard as rock, feels softer than any mattress as long as Hiro's between my arms. Dots! A lot of dots. Oh God. Is there a nightmare? Or is this just the end of the day and we get a to be continued?